Shout out to Chewy Gomez. Shut him out. Love you, Chew. Doing what you're doing on 102.1. Love what you're doing. Shout out to YouTube, Twitch, Xfinity Mobile text line as well. Download the Odyssey app, 95.7 The Game. Thousands of other stations and millions of podcasts are free on the Odyssey app. Sports talk, music, fan, news, and podcasts are all available completely free. You can catch every single Warriors game live on the app along with music and news, debate, area needs. Follow your favorite teams, stations, radio shows, podcasts now by downloading the free Odyssey app. Going to be a lot of fun here. We'll get to the calls in just a second. 888-957-9570. What made you hate the Seahawks? We got X Factors. We got key matchups. Niners and Hawks Saturday. Going to be a lot of rain. Anybody fearful? I'm seeing somebody blame you, Shasky. Said it's all your fault, Shasky. You're getting us all worried here. But I think it's just a healthy fear knowing that, if you don't bring your A game this Saturday and Brock Purdy turns into a rookie quarterback because he hasn't played like a rookie quarterback, it's all over. It's all over.
I mean, we could say the same when Jimmy Garoppolo was under center. Yeah, I would say the same thing when Trey Lance was under center.
And you know what? Let's be honest, man. Brock Purdy was just named Offensive Rookie of the Month.
Uh-huh.
McCaffrey is named Offensive Player of the Month in the NFC. But Brock Purdy in that first half against Arizona concerned me a little bit.
Have you seen some of the throw charts where they chart 1 to 5 yards, left, center, middle, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. Have you seen some of those throw charts? There's some tendencies in there where he doesn't throw to one side of the field.
Right. That concerns you?
Well,
teams are going to see that. Seattle's going to see that.
I asked Baldy about that on Tuesday, and he's like, yeah, that's something. But I'm with you in that, the sophistication on defense, whatever sport it is, it's so drilled down now. When you are that specific and you won't go to one side, like John Lester not throwing over to first base, Kobe Bryant is a fraction less effective going to his left than he is going to his right. Teams do scout those things, and they're going to try. Even if it's one play, in the playoffs, that's make or break in the NFL.
Well, Quandre Diggs could have flipped that game on the Thursday nighter last month where he drops an interception.
Oh, there's been some plays. To me, there's been a sequence of plays in a couple of the games with Brock Purdy where they've gotten lucky or whatever you want to call it because of a penalty.
Quandre Diggs in Seattle.
The Tampa Bay
game where they get but it was a questionable penalty against Tampa Bay.
To his credit, he bounces right back and marches the team right back down.
Jimmy did the same.
No doubt.
To Jimmy's credit, Jimmy Garoppolo did the same thing. He bounced back as well. I want to give Jimmy his flowers on that one. But Brock Purdy, he threw some questionable balls against Arizona. He had some bad decisions where he didn't throw it away and took a couple sacks. And the offense was pedestrian in that first half. You get out to a slow start, and the longer Seattle hangs around this football game, the more confident they feel. And all of a sudden, that one big play, whether it's DCAF or Tyler Locker, they get over the top of the defense, and boom, all of a sudden you're asking a rookie quarterback to win you a playoff game. I just don't want Brock in that position. I will feel a lot now. He can handle it. He's got the moxie. He's got composure. But I don't want to put him in that position to where he has to help the Niners rally from a deficit late in the football game. That's my biggest fear.
Well,
that and alongside the back end of the defense.
I know we're going to do some quarterback stuff later. Which quarterback could I put as the 49ers? And this is a hypothetical here, where you would be like, oh, they're winning every single game. Like if I gave you Josh Allen and I put him on this roster with this team right now, even then you're like, well, Philadelphia's going to be really tough.
Right.
Right? I put Mahomes as the Niners quarterback. I would think that they should win a Super Bowl, but I'd still go, there's some tough games out there.
Right.
So, even if I removed the BROCK, Brock, and I put in, quarterback X, we would have the same kind of conversations. I don't think this is exclusive to just a rookie.
Yeah,
but I think it's heightened because he's a rookie.
It is. But in this game, if Mahomes was a quarterback or Josh Allen was a quarterback, we're like, dude, they're slapping. Who's going to be a second-round opponent? That's what we would be doing this week.
Well, that's what he did, Josh Allen. To be fair, Josh Allen last year faced the New England Patriots in that first round, a team that he had struggled with in that windy game. Remember the game where they couldn't throw the ball? And they put up, 33 on them?
Oh, they smoked them.
34-0.
That game, it was like 47-10 or something, like the final. They smacked them.
I'm oddly confident in Brock. Obviously, I understand that there's going to be different things, scenarios, limitations in this game that because of whether the environment, the personnel, the guy you're going up against that are going to make things different. I actually feel better about the offense than I did when Jimmy Garoppolo was under center.
That's insane. That is insane.
I'm going off of form.
No, I know. I'm
going
not
off
saying
of
that's
form, not resume. I'm going off form.
I just can't believe that. I just can't believe that because I feel the same way. Honestly.
So you're with me.
Honestly, I feel the same way. Although Jimmy wasn't healthy going into the postseason last year, those are the facts. He wasn't healthy.
Brock's been playing the last month. I would say if I just as a whole
played better football as a Niner than Jimmy ever did.
As good, if not better, is what I would say. As good, if not better, than at any point during Jimmy Garoppolo's tenure.
Wow.
And everyone's going, that's a backhanded compliment to Jimmy. No, it's me elevating Brock. I think Brock's been awesome.
Wow.
I'm just trying to acknowledge he's been awesome. He's been hitting everybody. You want to say, Joe, their personnel's healthier,
right,
and McCaffrey's the big difference. All right, yeah, that might be part of it. Like that's part of the equation. But you got to still give credit to Brock Purdy. I feel like he's playing really well.
He does, and he doesn't turn it over. Doesn't turn it over, or he hasn't. That killed the Niners yet. He hasn't turned the ball. So that's. I still fear though. It's the first half. I can't unsee it against Arizona, and the pressure's going to be heightened. Seattle's going to do everything. They're going to blitz the house. They got nothing to lose. They're going for broke this week. They're going for broke. They're 10.5-point underdogs. Nobody expects them to be in this football game.
No.
Nobody. And so.
But it's good. They're going to be in this football game. I'm convinced.
And the longer they're in this game, the more pressure is going to be on the rookie. You know, it's a huge game for Brock, man. I don't want it to come down to Brock Purdy. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to Nick and Berkeley real quick.
Go to Nick.
Here on the road.
Yeah.
He's been waiting for a while. Nick and Berkeley, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey, look, if anybody's scared about this game, get unscared real quick because we're about to put a smackdown on them. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Secondly, man, Niner fans got to come hype. And thirdly, I can't stand the Seahawks because they threw food on Bowman after he got hurt. He's being carted off the field. Beer, nachos, hot dogs, mustard, everything they could muster, they threw it on top of him when he was being carted off, man. I've never even seen or heard of anything like that before or after, man. It was despicable. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you this. You guys can't comment on it, I know, because you're on the radio. But let me tell you, the Seahawks are a cheap shot hitting team, man. And even Seattle fans, the best diehards up there will tell you, oh, yeah, we cheap shot you. We do the little alligator tackles and we cheap shot you. We try to put cats out. So I'm just worried that somebody knock on wood might try to do that to us when we're whooping on them. You know what I mean? So let's go. Let's go.
It's a physical football game. I don't think they're going to – it's a physical football game. You know, I don't know if they're cheap shot artists. Look, Trey Greenlaw may be one of the more reckless players in the league. And I love him.
Where is he at physically?
Well, he's been on the practice field.
That's a really
been on the
big
practice
sign.
field because
they need him.
Al-Shair, God bless his soul, Arizona was targeting him. Where's he at? Let's run at him. Where's he at in the pass game? Let's throw at him.
Last year we had a mantra. We had a theme song heading into the year. Of the playoffs, it was Super Gremlin. Remember, right before that Dallas game,
or it was Big Steppin'.
Well, Big Steppin' as well. That was a year-long thing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about heading into the playoffs.
Yeah,
Super Gremlin got played over and over and over. What is it now?
You'll find out tomorrow when we start the roast.
You got something?
Come on, man. The boy's been cooking. The boy loved it tonight. We've been cooking, dog. We've been behind the scenes.
It's about time you did some prep.
Oh, dude. We prep every day. What are you talking about?
So full of crap. Me and Love have been working on this.
Bonte and I are in the lab every night cooking up great stuff for the
Thanks,
show.
Guru.
Every night.
Thanks, JT the Bigger Figure.
Lubman's on the phone when Baby Chaz is going down, eating dinner, screaming at everybody. He's on the phone when Anna's yelling at me to do something when I'm trying to get something done for this show. We're always cooking. Always. So we got something cooking.
So you're like Salt Bay. You just throwing salt.
We're like Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen, Bonte and I.
Oh, you wanker.
The language can kind of get like that sometimes.
That was like a one impression of Gordon Ramsay.
That was pretty bad. I was just trying to move on from it. I didn't want to give it a score. I was just like, all right, that's not your best work, but it's all good. A for effort. A for effort. Or is it E for effort?
People sleep. Gordon Ramsay is actually Scottish. He is not English. There you go.
Did you know that?
He's a giant human being.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Speaking of cooks,
if I worked for him, I might punch him in the face.
Speaking of chefs, Anna and I finally started The Bear.
Such a great show.
Don't say anything because you like to spoil things.
Hulu.
We just watched the first 2 episodes. Pretty damn good. I'm all in.
Yeah, it's a great show.
I love that actor, though. What's his name? The actor, the lead actor.
I don't know.
Because he was in
name.
Shameless. And
Yeah,
Shameless
I don't
ran
know
for
the
like
actor.
15 years.
Yeah, I don't know the
But
actor.
he was great in Shameless.
Jeremy Allen White.
Yeah, he had a similar role, kind of like in Shameless. Not in the kitchen, but like kind of broke and going through some things and always stressed out. He's a good actor.
So
Very good.
I watched on Netflix yesterday. I had a little time to spare before a basketball game was starting. The hatchet-wielding hitchhiker. If you have walked around San Francisco for even like a second, there's a lot of deep layers to this. I would recommend anyone who's, just the homeless situation and people having demons. This is like why we need mental health care in this country.
By the way, that clown hosing that homeless person.
I mean, come on. You can't treat people like they're inhumane. And then like they're non-human.
That was nasty work.
Yeah.
And people going up, Selski going up there, to the Barbarossa Lounge, talking about, yo, you can't do this, dude.
Well, the man was wrong. There's no one should be defending that. You don't.
Now
pose
he's apologizing,
people.
saying, "Oh, I can't believe I did that." Blah blah blah. No, that was despicable.
Well, of course. But again, there's.
I get the homelessness. You don't want them on the street, but you don't. Who the hell are you to host somebody?
Well, you don't do that. You don't do. You treat them like they're below human. That's
nasty.
Yeah, that's no. No one's saying that's how you act.
Let's get to David and Britwell because I want to get to your X factor for Saturday's game against the Seahawks.